Morning, it's Carl from Studio in Car, and I just want to show you these two Aston Martins. They've got a 94 Virage and a new DBS Superleggera. Both having completely different sort of ends of the market. So one's having a Blaupunk head unit fitted, nothing else, and the other one's having a full system, quite a large one. So let's take a look around them. Jamie's just in here fitting a Blaupunk SQR 46 DAB. It's a retro looking head unit. He's got his DAB antenna is in here behind the glass sort of sun visor or the sun shade strip along the top of the glass. Stu's putting together this Amprac audio control LC 1.800, LC 6.1200, and that is for this DBS. So that'll be going on the back plate there, and there'll be a trim panel that goes over the face of that. The brief for this project was nothing to be seen. We don't want to see anything, we just want to hear it. So we've used all OEM locations. We've modified what we've fitted rather than modifying the car. So we've made brackets and things like that. This has got 6-inch Focal Utopia mid bases in the front kicks, in the front footwell, so right at the front. 3-inch Utopia mid ranges in the doors, and a Utopia tweeter in the dash, which you have to really sort of dig out the inside of the dash to get there. But they're all in there. You wouldn't really know because you can't see anything. You can see the mid range in its enclosure here. We printed a baffle for this, so it uses all the OEM fixings, and this is inside this now damped enclosure. The kicks are down there, which I'll show you a picture of now, and the tweeters are up on the dash top. Now, you probably can't really see much of that, but that swage line there leads you to believe that you could potentially pop that panel off and get access to the tweeter. It isn't the case. I think it's a Bang & Olufsen option in the top of these cars. They have like a motorized tweeter with a waveguide. I think that they built that panel on purpose, and it's bolted in real well so that it can deal with that motorization. But when it hasn't got that and it's got the base system, which this had, you know, that panel still remains. So it's the same stuff to get it out. So yeah, that was a nightmare to do, but it's done now. And then we have the OEM subwoofer location is here. We've used a W38 in there from JL Audio. We've deadened the enclosure, fitted the subwoofer, which you can see now, and then refitted the factory trim panel. So that should absolutely knock. It's inside the cabin with you. It's small. Rears, we've not done anything. We've left them alone, and we've deadened the whole thing. So all of the floor, pan, everything is all completely deadened. We've mounted our DSP and integration modules down there on like a plate, and then they're all mounted together, and then all of the looms go up through the car and into the back here, and you can see that at the moment they're just tucked away in that hole. And they'll come out when when the Amprac's in. They'll flow down into the rack and be all neat and tidy. So you won't be able to see any of it, but you'll be able to hear all of it, which is just great. It's our type of installation. So yeah, I thought I'd capture these two for you today, because it's not often we have two of them in here, sort of back to back, both kind of completely different cars, but from the same stable, which I thought was quite cool. I'll do an episode 2 on the Aston, on the DBS Superleggera, and keep you updated with that when it's done, and let you know how it sounds and stuff like that. It's quite a special system going into there. So yeah, alright, short but sweet. It's Friday, the sun's out, it's lovely. So have a nice weekend.